Welcome to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. This is a podcast where we explore Taiwan's technology ecosystem, its startups, its economic shifts, and how all of that connects to global innovation and geopolitics. I'm your host, White Shoe. For years, the world depended on Taiwan's chips, but rarely stopped to think about what that really meant. Now suddenly Washington is thinking about it a lot. Now, under President Donald Trump's renewed administration, the pressure has intensified. Washington is no longer debating whether to reduce reliance on Taiwan. It is actively pushing for reshoring. Tariffs, industrial policy, and strategic negotiation are already in motion. And that raises a fundamental question. Can the United States truly rebuild what Taiwan spent 30 years constructing? Today, we're going to unpack something important. America can relocate some chip production, but it cannot replicate Taiwan's semiconductor ecosystem. And that difference matters more than most people realize. Chapter 1: Why Taiwan is suddenly on Washington's radar. Over the past 2 years, Taiwan's semiconductor dominance has accelerated dramatically. AI servers are exploding across every major cloud provider. TSMC leads the world at 3 nanometer, moving toward 2 nanometer and beyond. Advanced packaging, especially CoWoS, has become a global bottleneck. And nearly all of this capability is clustered on one island. Taiwan's GDP and tech exports are hitting record highs. In geopolitical terms, that creates 3 things: dependency, leverage, and political temptation. In Trump's worldview, concentrated power creates negotiating opportunity. But ambition does not equal capability. Chapter 2: The political logic of reshoring. From a U.S. strategic perspective, the logic is simple. Chips equal national security. Taiwan equals concentration risk. Reshoring equals political victory. Tariffs become bargaining tools. Subsidies become industrial policy. A second Trump administration would likely push Taiwan, Japan, and Korea to expand US-based investments. And yes, Washington can move certain capacity, but building a factory is not the same as rebuilding an ecosystem. Chapter 3: 4 structural barriers. There are 4 structural reasons the United States cannot replicate Taiwan's semiconductor ecosystem. and none of them can be solved by money alone. First, a 30-year industrial civilization. Taiwan's semiconductor industry isn't just a company. It is a civilization-level industrial cluster. Ultra-pure chemicals, precision components, specialized machinery vendors, hundreds of upstream suppliers, round-the-clock engineering support. This ecosystem took 3 decades to evolve. It cannot be compressed into 5 years. Second, tacit knowledge and workforce density. The TSMC Arizona experience reveals something uncomfortable. Labor costs are higher. Ramp-up timelines are slower. Work culture differs. Union structures add friction. But the deeper issue is tacit knowledge. Advanced fabs depend on instinctive engineering judgment, the kind developed through years of yield crises and recovery cycles. That knowledge cannot be written into manuals. It accumulates over time. Third, geographic clustering as competitive advantage. In Taiwan, supply chain issues can be resolved within 30 minutes. Engineers drive across Hsinchu. Suppliers arrive the same day. In the United States, vendors may be hours or even states away. At advanced nodes, latency in troubleshooting directly impacts yield and cost. Clustering is not convenience. It is a competitive weapon. Fourth, yield and efficiency compounding. Taiwan's fabs outperform not because wages are lower. They outperform because of yield optimization, discipline, cross-company coordination, speed of problem solving. These advantages compound, and compounding advantages are the hardest to replicate. Chapter 4: What can move and what cannot? Let's be realistic. Some production can move to the United States. Mature nodes like 28 nanometer, defense-oriented chips, regional AI server assembly, certain packaging functions. But leading-edge nodes, 2 nanometer and below, the dense supplier web, the engineering culture and ramp-up speed, those remain fundamentally Taiwan-rooted. Chapter 5: The Dual Hub Future. The semiconductor future will not be Taiwan only, and it will not be US only either. It will be dual hub. Taiwan remains advanced nodes, research and development headquarters, Yield Optimization Core, Ecosystem Center. The United States become a strategic regional manufacturing hub, defense chip anchor, capacity diversification layer. TSMC is not leaving Taiwan. TSMC is globalizing from Taiwan. And that distinction matters. No amount of tariffs, subsidies, or political pressure can compress 30 years of ecosystem evolution into 5. The United States can expand capacity, but it cannot recreate Taiwan's industrial cluster. As long as the world runs on silicon, Taiwan remains the gravitational center of the semiconductor order. Thanks for listening to Taiwan Tech Dispatch. If you found this episode useful, consider subscribing for more deep dives on Taiwan, high-tech, and global tech strategy. You can also subscribe to my newsletter, where I share deeper analysis, long-form essays, and behind-the-scenes thinking that doesn't always make it into the podcast. I'm White Shoe. Thank you for listening Taiwan Tech Dispatch. And I'll see you in the next episode.